Hello DC Legends community, welcome to the video. This is going to be the part 2 video of the September 2023 Nightmare Challenge. This is Hebrew Hybrid. I'd like to give a shout out to my alliance, Apocalypse Productions. We are part of a group of alliances of the New Gods. Primary alliance is the New Gods, followed by New Genesis, Apocalypse Productions, Fourth World, Darkside's Elites, and Intergang. I am Hebrew Hybrid. Here we are getting ready to start the Nightmare Challenge, and I decided to, since this is going to be the meat and potatoes of the whole thing towards the end, I'm going to use my my go-to team, my heavy hitters. I decided not to take it easy. I'm going to go along with Darkseid as team lead, with Superboy, Impulse, and the Spectre. There's going to be a lot of stunts in there and churn meter manipulation. The key to being successful in the Nightmare Challenge is to not allow the AI to get any churns in. And if they do get some churns, try to make sure they're not going to hit very hard, because towards the end of the nodes, they're going to hit pretty hard. They'll probably be one-shotting your characters. So, getting ready to go into the Nightmare Challenge, starting off with this node. Going to click on it, just checking to see how much more I got to go. This particular node is going to be 2500 Legendary Essence. And click on it anytime. I'm going to switch my lineup here. Right now I got the question. Need to switch out for Impulse and Spectre. Now I chose Killer Frost as a way to fill up that spot, because with DC Legends, having your characters in the right spot is the key. Even though there's different speed values, some characters are faster than the other. You want them in certain positions to be successful. One thing with DC Legends, if you have two characters with the same speed value, you're going to want to make sure that the character that you want that's going to be the most beneficial for your team is going to be going before the other character with the equal speed value. Like if you're working with Red Robin and the Castaway Green Arrow, sometimes you want your Castaway Green Arrow to go first, sometimes you want your Red Robin to go first, but they have the same equal speed value, and you want your team to do a specific task. Now here, I'm getting ready to zero out everybody's trend meter with Impulse, and I'm trying to decide who I should stun, whether it should be Parasite or Darkseid. I think I chose Parasite, but the stun did not stick because it's not a 100% guaranteed thing. Darkseid went ahead, or not Darkseid, but Spectre went ahead and stunned Parasite, and part of the Spectre's passive abilities, he can either put another stun on that same character or a secondary stun somewhere else. So Darkseid is stunned, and I'm trying to decide who else to stun with my Superboy. I'm going to go do the AoE, and I stunned General Zod. I wanted to make sure that everybody took a equal amount of hits on the AoE. Darkseid stunned Superman, and I'm going to use my Impulse to put some speed downs on Superman. This is Darkseid has got some buffs already stacked up. His passive team leader ability can grant extra churns to his teammates. I think it's like 4 or 5 buffs on Darkseid, allows everybody to have an extra passive ability churn. So Darkseid just took out Superman, and Spectre's passive ability put out another stun on General Zod. So I decided to attack General Zod and take him out. Stunned Parasite in retaliation, and I'm trying to decide whether I should do the AoE or just use a basic attack. So I did a basic attack on Darkseid. When Spectre went right in, he just took out Parasite on his passive. Now here we have the second wave consists of the Future State Batman, Monkey Prince, which, as much as you know, that I really can't stand Monkey Prince. Monkey Prince is gone because Superboy has a whole bunch of strength ups that are stacked on him. He hits pretty hard. Spectre went ahead and stunned Stitch. Stitch can hit pretty hard herself. Here I'm trying to decide with Darkseid. I should attack Stitch. The future state Batman can be a real pain in the butt too. Every time he does his basic, basically chucking batarangs, he stacks up awarenesses. So here, I'm trying to decide to use either the AoE or just keep ramping up my intelligence ups with the Spectre. And I decided to do the basic attack on Stitch and knock her out. Superboy's got strength up stacked up again, so he's probably just going to go in and do a double tap on Parasite. It's a really strategic game. It's really hard, especially with when you're dealing with the latter stages of the Nightmare Challenge. Their life bars are pretty long, and sometimes, like a normal PvP or even a regular PvE, single hits from your beefed up Gear 11 characters can just take them out, but not so with the Nightmare Challenge. And here Darkseid took out the Spectre and decided to do the AoE and finish out the third wave. Now right here I have 3 Spectres and Zatanna. And it's like I definitely need to put some stuns on these Spectres. I do not need their passives to start getting any momentum to where they start stunning people on my team, taking their buffs away. But my Spectre is already ramped up, so he's just taking everybody out. This fourth wave is practically done. Should have took him out with my AoE, but I like to savor the moment. Fourth wave is done, and I just got the rewards. 3 stars, 2,500 legendary essence. Time to do the next node for 45 energy. I really like these animatics where it shows you advancing to the next node. It finishes you off. It looks all flashy. The next node is going to be 7,500 legendary essence as the reward, and I'm keeping the same lineup. It's pretty successful, and I'm just going to be riding out the rest of this challenge. Sometimes these Nightmare Challenges, they kind of anticipate lineups such as this, and you have to get very creative on your lineups. Sometimes this particular lineup I have may not be beneficial for each and every node. Sometimes they are, but not all the time. Now here the game is loading. Getting ready to start here. We're inside this little warehouse that's been decorated by Joker and Harley Quinn. Like somewhere you see ha ha ha. Like there's another map somewhere along the way where it says no bats allowed. Pretty comical. Now here we had Impulse do a turn meter manipulation. Darkseid goes in and stuns Trigon. Everybody's stunned here. So trying to decide what to do with Impulse. Impulse decides to attack the Question because the Question can really, not really do heavy damage, but she could take your buffs away, manipulate your churn meter a little bit, and if she's not stunned and you take out one of her teammates, she could take a lot of your buffs away and decrease your churn meter, while everybody else on the other team advances their churn meter. Now here Impulse is got enough evasion ups. He has a passive ability where if he has 3 or more evasion ups, he can attack 3 times per attack. And with Darkseid's team leader ability, Impulse can get in 3 extra basic attacks. Now here, wave 1 is just about complete. Their life bars are over halfway down. Let's try to decide with Impulse to either manipulate their turn meters again or just do basic attacks. Impulse just now tried to take out that Superboy and was unsuccessful, but his life bar was really low, and Spectre just finished the job. Now here we have a lineup of Darkseid, Alan Scott, Martian Manhunter, and the Parasite. And you really don't want to touch Parasite unless you're pretty sure you could just one-shot him. Superboy has had a lot of strength ups, but it probably wasn't enough. I wasn't comfortable enough to attack Parasite just yet. But I just went ahead and tried to take out Alan Scott. Now Parasite's the last one left, and Spectre should be able to take him out with this AOE. And if that AOE didn't kill him, then he would go in for an extra passive ability, kind of like a double tap. Now I'm using the Spectre to stun Trigon, because I don't want Trigon to get any extra churns if anybody on my team gains any more buffs. He steals buffs, stacks them up on himself, and becomes even more deadly. This third wave is looking pretty good. I pretty much got it all under control. Spectre is just amped up with all his buffs. He is practically unstoppable. And of course, Monkey Prince has to enrage my Spectre. That's one of the things that annoys the heck out of me when I'm fighting against a Monkey Prince. Basically, characters that could just go in and attack, but it's not their turn. Monkey Prince's passive ability, he has the ability to go in and just do a basic stick attack. Hits you with it and enrages you, gives you some hit chance downs. But my Spectre's got everything under control. Just about everybody's stunned, and Superboy, I think, is going to go in and double tap everybody here. Darkseid's turn, he's getting ready to go in, take out Superman, put another stun on Monkey Prince, take out Monkey Prince, and now I was pretty lucky that when I hit Parasite just now, that he didn't steal all my buffs, all my awarenesses and all my intelligence ups. The node is complete. That was a nice Blue Beetle loading screen. I think I did a screenshot some time back, saved it to my phone. It is a very nice screensaver. Getting ready to start the next node, keeping the lineup the same. Start the match, 50 energy. Let's get to it. Pretty nice Trigon loading screen right there as well. The thing about DC Legends, they had really good artists for these loading screens. I don't think there's one ugly loading screen that they ever had. I'm going to use the Impulse to zero out everybody's turn meter. And I think I was going to choose to stun the Question. Yeah, the stun stuck. It actually worked. I used Spectre to stun Supergirl, and the secondary stun went ahead and stunned one of the Supermen. So with Superboy, I decided I was probably going to go in and stun the other remaining Superman, but I decided to go with the basic ability and try to knock down the Question's life bar a little bit more. Darkseid went in, stunned the last character, which is the secondary Superman. And with Impulse, I was debating whether or not to use the AoE attack or just use the basic and probably slow down one of the other characters. So I decided to try to slow down the Superman. Darkseid's passive team leader ability, Impulse went in and put some more speed downs on Supergirl with Impulse. Right about here, Darkseid is getting ready to use his middle ability, his Omega Beams. The Omega Beams gives everybody a small amount of a shield. It kind of acts like a little buffer to your life bar. You can't have too much shield. It helps keep you alive. One of Spectre's passive abilities on his basic attack, he just bypasses shield. It's called Ethereal Punch. Just took out the Question. I'm trying to decide whether or not I should attack one of the Supermans or attack Supergirl. I took out one of the Supermans and took out the Supergirl in return. Spectre's starting to get all ramped up. This is probably going to be an easy lineup. Loading up here with the Alan Scott, Superboy, another Alan Scott, and Atrocitus. Decided to do my AoE with Superboy. And I'm going to put the stun on the first Alan Scott. Got another Alan Scott here that definitely has a stun immunity. And I go in here, try to stun the other Alan Scott, and didn't realize that he had debuff immunity, so I couldn't really stun that Alan Scott. I was kind of, a little worried about that. So I'm using Superboy's middle ability to remove buffs, hoping to remove all the debuff immunity, but he still had one debuff immunity buff left over after it was all said and done. Now here, I'm trying to decide what to do with Darkseid. Darkseid goes in, taps that Alan Scott that's got the debuff immunity. Of course, you know, I already knew that the stun would not stick from Darkseid's passive, but I was just trying to knock down his shield a little bit. Alan Scott's shield is kind of a pain. It's like it can withstand a lot of damage as it's going on. I don't know, you know, how the mathematics work on that, but Spectre is able to take them all out with his Ethereal Punch. You know, he just totally bypasses shields. Now right here, I'm getting ready to do my AoE on Atrocitus. Now, Spectre's got all his abilities ready to go. Get ready to do the AoE. Took just about everybody out. Put some stuns on Parasite. And still got the Darkseid left over here. His life bar is really low. Superboy takes him out. Now here we have wave 4 of this node. Go in, take out Supergirl with one punch. And then Impulse comes in, tries to put some speed downs on one of the Nightwings. And Darkseid is going to use his Omega Beams, give everybody a little bit more shield. Put the Doom over on that other Dick Grayson, Nightwing, but Spectre just went in and took him out anyway. Here we are. We have just one Nightwing left, and easy work, easy money. Got 3 stars on that. Got 1 Rebirth Crystal and 1,000 Legendary Essence. Pretty good rewards. Now, one thing with DC Legends, there's a little bug with DC Legends to where once you finish the node that has 50 energy on it, for some reason it doesn't go to its animatic and advance to the node for 55 energy. Here it makes me restart the game, and I have to manually click on the node with the 55 energy. That was a weird glitch. It's been going on since they've had the Nightmare Challenge. I don't know if they know how to fix it. I don't know if they're even aware of it. Some people might unintentionally accidentally click on the node for 50 energy again and replay it again. I know I've accidentally done that before in the past, and it's kind of frustrating, especially when you finish the node and the rewards don't pop up again. It's like, oh, you just replayed it, but you know, you don't get nothing out of it unless, you know, it gives you the experience again. If you're not maxed out, like right now, the max level for the players of the game is level 80. And if you're also already level 80, then the experience doesn't count. But if you're not at level 80 yet, it should give you the experience to add on till you get to player level 80. Now here, I'm waiting to see if the game loads up properly, and it does. So I'm getting ready to click on the Nightmare Challenge again, and go in and manually click on the node for 55 energy. Yep, right here, there's a you see the new Zatanna character that they provided this month. Now right here, as you can see, it highlights the node for 50 energy, and it does not advance you to the node with 55 energy that you can get ready to play. So you have to click on it yourself manually. Now there's going to be 2 rebirth crystals on this node with 5,000 legendary essence. As you can see, there's 55 experience points, XP points. Yeah, I was just making sure here that I was clicked on the right thing, because there have been times when even when I did restart the game, that node for 55 energy is still not highlighted. It shows that it's still locked. So you got to make sure that you're in the right position, getting ready to click on the right node, and you know, it's pretty important. 55 energy is quite a bit of energy to spend on anything in this game. I already bought the player bundle pack. Getting my tongue tied here. When I was still doing part 1 of this video. Well, we have 2 nodes left. We have the node that we're getting ready to start with 55 energy, and we still have the last node, which is going to require 60 energy. And here I'm deciding whether or not I should keep the same lineup or probably swap in for Black Flash. But seeing as how all my characters here have the ability to stun, and that's really the key. You have to keep the churn meters manipulated, keep them at 0 as much as you can. Try to keep the other characters stunned as much as you can, because these higher tier nodes, the characters that you're playing against, they're going to be one-hitting you and taking you out real fast. And especially if you have a character that's taken out in the first wave and you're down to 3 characters, that just makes that level even harder. Now, here we are getting ready to start the level. I press start. That's a very nice loading screen. That's a variant Flash. I wish I would have been able to purchase that skin. It has not appeared in the shop yet. That particular skin is from I want to say it's like World's Finest 3. I think so. World's Finest 3. It consisted of Supergirl and Batgirl. It was kind of like a different universe storyline, and that Flash had like a robotic look to him. So that's where that skin comes from. Right here, getting everybody stunned here. You got the Trigon stunned, the Monkey Prince stunned. I got the Dawnstar stunned, and yeah, this was a pretty tough lineup. That's probably why I was hesitating right to begin with. Is because I saw the starting lineup in that, right before the loading screen. And I was like, if Monkey Prince goes first, Dawnstar goes first, be stacking the hit chance downs. Dawnstar be, stacking up her evasion ups, and just probably wouldn't be able to get through the first wave. But I got through the first wave pretty easily. I was practically worried for nothing. I was kind of relieved I got to wave 2 here. Now here I have Atrocitus, Superboy, Spectre, and Supergirl. I went ahead and stunned Spectre. I stunned Supergirl. And I decided to do the AoE, give everybody a little bit of damage. Took out Supergirl, took out Spectre, stunned Atrocitus, using Impulse to slow him down a little bit. And wave 2 is complete. Now right here, it's Superboy's turn. Trying to decide whether I should do my basic attack or do my AoE. Decided to do my AoE. Give everybody damage all across the board. I stunned Terra. Spectre's got some stuns. And I decided I was going to possibly maybe stun somebody else. It's kind of hard to decide, because like these latter tiers, they get tougher and tougher. But as you can see, my Spectre, he's stacking up the intelligence ups, and he's getting to the point where he himself is going to be able to one-shot people. So right now, I'm stacking up the speed downs on the Spectre with the Impulse, and Spectre's started to take this match over. Just stunned Atrocitus, took out the other team Spectre. Superboy's up now, and takes out Atrocitus. Wave 4, Atrocitus' team lead. Spectre just wipes everybody out with an AoE and just goes in for a double tap on that Spectre. And wave 4 is complete. The node is complete. 3 stars, didn't lose anybody. 5,000 legendary essence, 2 rebirth crystals. All in a day's work. That's good pop. Alright, getting ready to do the last battle, the last node. This is the real meat and potatoes of this whole challenge. Let's fire it up. The very last node on what could possibly be the last Nightmare Challenge. Now, I'm just speculating. I don't know for sure. There could be another Nightmare Challenge in the month of November. I don't know. but we'll find out. But this could be the last Nightmare Challenge. Now right here, of course, as you know, I'm going to zero out everybody's turn meters, and the stun on the Spectre is successful. I'm going to stun Supergirl, and the secondary stun hit Atrocitus, and Superboy stuns the other Superboy. Going to use Darkseid to build up his intelligence ups and build up enough buffs to where everybody can get an extra turn from his team ability. Impulse puts some speed downs on Spectre. Spectre goes in for his AoE to take a little chip out of everybody's life bar. Superboy comes in, almost takes out the Spectre. Goes in for another double tap on Atrocitus. And now Darkseid uses Omega Beams, gives everybody a tad bit of shield. Now Spectre is probably going to go in and do a tap on the other Spectre. Doesn't knock him out, but it builds up his intelligence ups. Using Impulse to give him some more speed downs. And we use Superboy's AoE. And it's successful. Stuns Supergirl, takes out the Spectre. Worked beautifully. Spectre goes in, does his basic, builds up more intelligence ups. I use the stun there to wipe Supergirl's staminas up. Staminas makes her be able to take more damage. It kind of extends her life bar. Using Impulse to slow down Atrocitus some more. And it took a little while to stack them up. That debuff is not 100% guaranteed. So Spectre going to do his AoE, knock their life bar down a little bit more. And as he saw, Supergirl got in some more stamina ups and increased her life bar. But Superboy took care of that little issue. The Spectre started to get ramped up. First wave is complete. Now we're on the second wave. Atrocitus team lead, Spectre, Supergirl, and Terra. Stun Spectre, and the secondary stun was on Supergirl. Darkseid goes in, stuns Terra, and going to use Impulse. I thought about using the middle ability and went ahead and do it. Now the thing with Impulse's stun, it lasts for 2 turns on the enemy, so that is a plus. It doesn't last for 1 turn; it lasts for 2. So Superboy, his strength ups are ramped up, so he takes out the Spectre. Spectre stuns Atrocitus, goes in, takes out Terra. Going to use Impulse to give some more speed downs to Supergirl. Give some speed downs to Atrocitus as part of the passive ability. Use Spectre to remove those stamina ups on Supergirl. And Darkseid goes in for his basic, takes out Supergirl. Keeps those intelligence ups, keeps those buffs going on, so that everybody keeps getting extra tries. Third wave is Martian Manhunter. Martian Manhunter dropped like a sack of potatoes. Okay, Dazad is stunned. Go in, do a little jab on Darkseid, knocks his health bar down about 80%. Impulse, trying to get some more stuns in, was unsuccessful. Superboy takes out Darkseid. Spectre stuns Dazad, goes in for a little jab, knocks his health bar down halfway, and Dazad is taken out. All that's left is Dr. Poison. Make sure she's stunned. Do a little bit of a little speed jab with Impulse. Spectre takes them all out. Now here's a tough lineup. You have Enchantress as team lead with Dawnstar, Monkey Prince, and Trigon. Use Superboy's AoE, stuns Trigon. Everybody's stunned right now. Keep those buffs up on Darkseid, and decided to put some speed downs on Dawnstar. Really don't want her to get any kind of turn in. Don't want Monkey Prince to get a turn in either. Almost took out Trigon, but took out Enchantress. Trigon's gone. There's Monkey Prince. That's what I've been telling you. Monkey Prince is a pain in the butt. I'm going to use Spectre's AoE, takes everybody out. Don't have to worry about them anymore. Wave 5, this one should be pretty easy. Keep the Spectre stunned. Use my Spectre stun on Supergirl, take those staminas away. And then use Superboy to stun Atrocitus. Superboy almost takes out that Spectre. Going to use Impulse to slow down the Supergirl, stack those speed downs. Going to use the Omega Beams, give everybody a little bit of shield. And the Spectre's just too ramped up. He's about ready to take total control over this match. This match is practically done. Going to reset everybody's turn meters. Spectre takes out Brainiac, takes out Atrocitus, takes away the stamina ups, and Supergirl is down, and that's it. The final node for the Nightmare Challenge is complete. I got 3 Rebirth Crystals and 10,000 Essence 10,000 Essence. Legendary Essence. Excuse my stuttering here. Sigh of relief. You know, the Nightmare Challenge can be a real pain sometimes. But, you know, this one wasn't so bad. Are you feeling sad yet? This is almost over with. DC Legends, that is. What do you think, DC Legends community? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know what your most fondest memories is of DC Legends. Let me know what part of the game you're going to miss the most. And there we are. Final node is complete. 3 stars. And I'm going to take the time to kind of bring my Crypto, the super dog, up to legendary status. Going to stud him out here. I'm about the end of the video. Want to give another shout out to my my guild mates, the New Gods family. The New Gods, New Genesis, Apocalypse Productions, The Fourth World, Darksides Elites, and Intergang. I really had a blast playing with you guys. It's going to be sad when the game ends. Now, is anybody going to be playing DC Dark Legion? Leave that in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a like. Subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. It really helps me a lot. Thank you for watching. Support your local comic book and toy shop. And I'll see you in the next video.